Why is the Force connecting us?
Welcome to the Star Wars podcast where analysis, insight, and shipping come hand in hand.
You're not alone.
Neither are you.
This is the Reylo Alliance.
Hello everyone, welcome once again to Reylo Alliance. I'm your host Gina and I'm joined by Grecia and Andi. Hi guys, how are you?
Hello, guys.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yes.
We had to do this. We had to make an emergency meetup podcast because wow.
Yeah. Sadly, Fair is not here with us, but we'll do our best without her.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. It's been because of many reasons, but they're not important right now. The most important thing is this poster that I think it leaked, right? Like it wasn't
Yes.
officially released.
Yeah, like
A leak from the interwebs.
Yeah,
I also
because
like. No, go ahead.
because if this, for starters, if this wasn't a leak, it would have been like, I don't know, promoted by Star Wars, like official Star Wars stuff. But also, it looks like the first glance we had of it was not a really good quality.
yeah, it was a shitty quality.
Yeah.
And then to the days, it became a good quality. So I don't know how they did it.
I don't know
Yeah,
how
I
that
don't know.
worked.
I don't know. Like you would think that if something leaks, then Disney would be like, okay, let's better our security, let's improve this and that. But no, they basically were like, oh, you already leaked the photo. Well, let me give you an HD version of it.
Honestly.
I don't know. I don't know how much do I trust leaks right now, because most of the time leaks are just like unofficial things that the companies or the studios just like pass underwater as leaks, but are not really that. It's planned or something.
No, but this looks legit.
No, I know, but it
I
looks
think
legit to be a.
yeah.
It looks like a leak because they wanted it to look like a leak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. Same.
Okay,
Yeah.
I see your point. It's a
Mhm.
conspiracy theory, like
It like
they're like
they saw everyone like losing their minds, like we need content, and
exactly.
they
They're like,
leaked that.
We were
damn, these
tearing each other
people.
apart.
Yeah, these people are like losing their mind. We're not giving them anything until celebration. Let's leak quote unquote this so they're shut up for a minute.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And
Okay.
shut up with it. And yeah, so there were two things that leaked. It was the poster and it was this character sheet also that has 7 characters, and most of them are in the poster. So if you guys want, we can talk about that image first because it's a little less complicated. Because it basically it's okay. In the picture, it's Nendo, Chewbacca, Rey, Poe, Finn, and the two new female characters that we're gonna get. I think it's Sorry,
Sorry. Yeah.
which is the masked one, which I think I've read people thinking, oh, that's Kerry Russell, and like, yeah, I would see it.
I'm
And
100% sure it's Kerry Russell.
Yeah, it's Kurt Russell.
and the other is Jenna or Jana. I don't know how they
I
pronounce
think it's
that.
Jana.
Yeah, no.
And yeah, that's the character played by I forgot her name.
Naomi Aki.
Naomi Aki. Thank you. Yeah, and she looks so badass. I love her weapon and her cape and her hair. She looks amazing. I can't wait to see people cosplaying as her.
Oh my god, yes. Do you think, I don't know, I was thinking Celebration is like so close, but people do
I
have
think,
time
yes,
to make some of these costumes.
It doesn't look that complicated, and it looks like people that already do cosplays would have things that will
Yes.
kind of look like this anyway. So maybe I think maybe we will see people cosplaying as her, like very quick, maybe closet cosplays. But it will. I think if someone does it, I think it would be amazing, and I'd love them forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So which
Also Ray. I think someone could do a Ray cosplay.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
easy. I think if you just
Is it?
like, I don't know, bought your materials for your rare cosplay from years ago, you just like take it out again and just change
Yeah.
it with a lighter sheet of cloth. I don't know.
Yeah. So from these characters, like which of them pops out to you the most? Which one you're like, oh, this is interesting?
Okay, I can start, and I can start from the beginning of the image. The first from left to right, it's Lando,
Yeah.
and Lando basically just like said, I don't know. We know him as the fashion icon that he is, and he never wears something twice. But I don't know. Maybe the years have been rough for him because he's just like, I don't have time to buy or make new clothes. I'm just going to wear whatever I wore 40, 50 years ago.
I was gonna say that it looks so weird to me because it's been 40 years and he's wearing the same thing. Like
I don't know if I
no.
trust this because why is it the same exact thing he wore on Solo? I mean, it's one of my favorite Lando
Yes.
outfits, but why is he wearing this when he was, I don't know, he was like 20 and now he's like 60? Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's the Lando style though. Like that's the
Yeah.
way he dresses with the cape and the whole shenanigans. But I don't know. They could have. I think they could have done something a little bit different just to differentiate him from the Solo one. I think the only different thing is that he has a cane now, which is like, look at me, I'm old.
Yeah, totally.
I may be wearing the same clothes, but look, I'm wearing a cane. I'm old. Time has passed. And yeah, so I don't know. I think he's the less interesting one out of all of these because
Well, Chewbacca.
oh yeah, it's Baka, right? Yeah, he's the one that changes absolutely nothing, like not weapon, not
Yeah.
not nothing.
He's rocking the look though. All of these years. There's a reason why he hasn't changed. He's
Yeah,
perfect already.
if it's not Baroque, don't fix
Don't fix it.
it. um, okay, can I just point out that I love that Poe is wearing kind of a scarf, and
He looks so good.
he looks so gay. Like that's a gay scarf. You can't tell me otherwise.
I'm all of for gay coded Bo and Finn. I don't
Yes,
know.
yes. Like I don't know. I'm shook. I love that scarf. I think it's like Poe Dameron's fashion icon.
Yeah, I think it's the same. I don't know, like the same kind of outfit. It was like JJ Abrams posed that picture, or oh no, wait, no, it was not JJ. Like the other not leaked images that got out.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the
Oh.
same with Finn and Poe, they haven't those outfits. So I guess these are the outfits that they're going to use for most of the movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Can we
Yeah.
talk about how Rey is wearing all white? And what do you think that means?
Oh, I love that.
Why?
Jing and Yang. Jing and Yang.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, last movie she was gray, and you'd think like this time she would still be wearing gray because of the balancing the force and whatever. But it is interesting that if she is wearing all white, and let me just say, she looks a lot like Padme, but
Yes.
with the
Oh my
white
god.
outfit,
Those
and
Padme
Kylo is
vibes.
wearing yes, and Kylo or Ben is wearing all black. Then that's just yin yang right there, and I'm just so up for it.
Yes, I don't know because my guess was going to be that her outfit was going to get darker in this movie. So when
Yeah,
I saw that it was white, it just like shook me a little. First of all, because I just think it's like the same Rey outfit we've always seen. It's just like with different straps and with a lighter color. And also her hair. I mean, the buns, I don't know, are getting fatter and chubby and cute.
yeah,
But I didn't
Yeah.
know the bonds were going to come back. I mean, there are a lot of things that are coming back that I don't know what it means, and I'm intrigued. I think everything that's going to come out about I don't know this movie it's gonna be intriguing because
yeah.
yeah, I know they're going to do it right. So I don't know. They are already challenging my expectations.
Yeah, I think well it makes sense because usually the second chapter is a darker chapter, so
Mm,
it does make sense that her outfit for The Last Jedi was darker, and
okay.
for this one there's supposed to be the finale, the resolution of 9 movies. Then
Okay.
if she's wearing white, then it just tells me that it's gonna be a happy ending, which we all know already. but just the outfit just really points out that this is the final, and this is where everything is gonna end, and this is gonna be the final.
Mhm. Or is her also embracing like not her, but the entire character embracing what she represents now? Maybe I don't
Which
know.
is like
The
light.
light,
Yeah,
yeah,
the light of the force.
of the balance,
Yeah.
the light part of the balance that we're going to see in this movie. Yeah.
Okay, so
Also,
yeah,
I want to say something else. Like we have the strap that she puts over her, I don't know,
her scar.
her scar. Yeah,
Her
Yeah.
but
scar.
also that makes her look so much like Padme. It's almost hilarious. They're
Oh,
not
yeah.
even being subtle right now.
Yeah, just a little like non-sensical thing. Like this doesn't link to the image at all. But I bought Queen's Shadow recently,
Yeah.
and I was with my boyfriend, and he was looking at it, and he was like, what is this book about?" And I was like, "It's about Padme," and he was like, "But why is Rey in the cover?" And I was like, "That's not Rey, that's
That's all
Padme."
right.
And he was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah, I know, they look so much alike, right?" And yeah, so that was it. Like he literally
Yeah.
thought Padme was Rey.
Yeah, and I also bought the book just like a break. It is really awesome. But
Awesome.
we're not here.
I haven't started it, but yeah.
I'm always at on the final chapters, so I'm in the mood right now.
Awesome, awesome.
I'm loving Padme so much right now, so I see her everywhere, including Rey,
Oh,
because it's not hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay,
So
so you want to talk about Finn?
I don't know what to say about Finn. He just looks badass.
He looks so
Yeah.
I
hot.
love his hair. I love his outfit. I think he's rocking it. I think he's the one that looks the best in the picture.
I
He
think he's
looks like
Yeah.
he's wearing Han Solo pants.
yes, and
They
boots.
look alike so much.
I
Huh.
love it.
Interesting.
And the jacket, like the little Empire
Yeah, the
Strikes
jacket.
Back jacket. I love
I
it.
also love like his pose. Like he's going full Marvel right now because he's staring like over the shoulder, and yeah, he's rocking it. He's living his best life, and you can
he's
tell.
he's owning it. He's the hero of the resistance now.
Resistance looks good on him.
Oh yes, it's such a good welcome, Finn.
Yeah. So, do you guys have any theories on what the characters of Sori and Jen are gonna do or be? Like, just with the pictures, what can you guess that they're gonna? What part are they gonna play in the movie?
Sorry, looks like that spy from Attack of the Clones.
Yeah,
I don't know if
like
you remember her.
Oh,
the
you're
I don't
right.
changeling.
know. I don't know her name. Oh, I don't remember.
Oh wait, I have my Women of the Galaxy book with
But it
me.
looks so much like her.
A little commercial. Woman of the
Andy has been
Galaxy.
buying stuff.
Buy it now on Amazon.
And Jana, I don't have idea.
Sam Wessel is the name of the changeling.
Oh yeah, Sam
Oh,
Wessel.
well, it's like
So,
her.
so
Yeah,
what?
because of the helmet and the outfit, like the same
And the
color.
outfit. Uh-huh.
So, do you think she's gonna play like a similar role to that? Is she gonna be like a mercenary or like a bounty
She's a
hunter?
mercenary bounty hunter, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think.
The
Maybe
question is,
she's her
who
friend.
is she hunting?
Hmm,
Who is she going after?
I don't know.
That's the intriguing part.
Yeah. And then you have just to wrap it up. What do you think Jenna is gonna do? I think she's gonna play a part with the Poe Finn
Resistance?
storyline. Yeah, with the
Mm.
Resistance. But I think it's Poe and Finn that are gonna bump into her, and she's gonna enter the adventure because of them.
Yeah, but she doesn't look like resistance. She looks outside of it. She
She
just
looks
looks like
Like a
like
villager.
yes, like a
yeah,
villager.
she looks
I
like
think she's gonna help them with
a neutral
ships and
a
things like
neutral
that.
party, I think.
She's like the Ewoks of this trilogy that
Oh
they
my
just
god.
found her in some moon.
And adopt her.
Yeah. Hmm.
I
Oh
don't
my
know. I
god.
just
If
love
that
her.
happens, I just think that Jenna is going to ship them so hard.
What? Ah,
Like,
Poe and Finn.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, she will. Awesome. So, do you guys have anything else to say, or do you want to move on to the poster?
No,
I
the
can't wait.
bullshit.
Okay, so let's do what we are here to do and talk about this leaked poster for episode 9, untitled. Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Imagine if the title of the movie was just Star Wars and that's it.
Yeah, that's some
I
theory.
I
Star
would
Wars
be good
episode
with that.
9, Star Wars.
I would
I
be
wouldn't
good with
complain.
that.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't think like it would trigger like the OCD in me, because it would be like you have titles for every other movie. Why does the final one doesn't have one? But I
That's
also
the
read.
good part.
I went into Twitter like I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, and the first tweet that popped up was one from Nettie, and she basically was like, "Be careful because there's a leaked title out there and it
I
looks
saw
legit."
that.
And I was like, "Damn, I think I gotta leave Twitter now." So I was just on Twitter for like 2 minutes, and I don't know, I don't know. We will be getting the title in Celebration, so it's like 12 days away. It's
We
gonna
can
be
wait.
Yeah,
awesome.
like 2 weeks.
We've
We're
been
gonna
waiting for a year or more.
more, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks super close. The date seems super close right now. I'm like, yes, please. And we're also getting a trailer, I think. So yeah, that's gonna be exciting, and I can't wait to see the pictures from everyone going to Celebration. Like, it's gonna be really cool.
I
I
think
can
we've
wait.
all accepted that the title will be dropped on the trailer like Endgame was. It's just like accepted.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so we want to start with the poster. We can start like clockwise.
Or like before we get into that, what do you like? What are your first impressions of it? Like very quick, when you first saw it, what were your reactions?
Knights of Ren.
Oh,
Yes,
That was it.
yes,
That was
I
my
didn't
focus.
expect this at all.
Me neither.
I did, I think. I mean, JJ was the one that introduced them to to Force Awakens. He didn't do anything with them, and then Ryan didn't find a place in the Last Jedi to fit them in. So I think JJ really felt like, oh, I introduced them, so I at least need to give them some screen time. We will see how much screen time they get, because just because they're in the poster doesn't actually mean anything. Um, but yeah, I'm really really happy that they're there. For me, the first thing that jumped up was, of course, the positions of Rey and Kylo, because
Oh yeah.
that's why I'm here for at this point. Everybody knows. So I first saw them, and like, because this is the thing, when the poster for The Force Awakens first came out, I started like I didn't start up I didn't start shipping them right there, but when I noticed that Rey's staff and Kylo's lightsaber
Oh
were
yeah.
Like
aligned,
merged.
they were totally aligned. I was like, this is interesting. Like, I
Interesting.
can tell these two will have a very interesting relationship. And then the Last Jedi poster is them like being opposites, Rey looking to the left and Kylo looking
Like
to
side
the
to side.
right. Yeah, and she is holding her lightsaber down, and he's holding his lightsaber up, and it was just like a very mirror thing. And this poster comes up, and it just fits with that, because now they're not opposites; they're in the center, both of them. Rey's at the top, and Kylo's at the bottom, and their lightsabers are like they're both down, but she's holding her left to right, and he's holding his right to left, and looks so cool together. Like, yes, this is what I'm here for. I'm so excited just for the position of them in this poster.
Can I say what popped out for me on the first time that, like on first glance?
Yeah.
C3PO with a
Yes.
crossbow.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It was the
Like,
first thing that I noticed. I didn't even notice that Kylo had his helmet back. I didn't even notice it was like filled with yoo-hoo glue. The first thing that I noticed was what was this little gold thing? It cannot be C3PO, and he is. And oh my god! In that moment, I just like I cropped the image and I put it on every profile that I had because oh my god,
He really
I
looks like a mute.
he snapped. He finally snapped after all
yeah,
of these years.
that's not correct protocol, bitch.
I loved it.
Yeah,
And then
he's my
yeah, and
favorite
then I
part.
noticed other things.
Yeah, he is my favorite part of the poster, because I can't wait to see that scene. I just when that scene finally happens in the movie, I'm gonna be like, yes, this is your moment.
But I also didn't notice that he has Rey stuff
He,
until like
Yes,
two days
I saw
later.
that.
I was like, oh my god.
oh wow, what's going on? Like, can we just
He's
can we
just
just
carrying everyone's
realize
stuff.
can we just realize that C3PO is probably gonna have a body count now?
like
Just
BB-8.
like BB-8. I think the first one on his list is gonna be R2D2 because he's nowhere to be found in this poster. And you see
Oh.
C3PO with the weapons and everything. And I'm like, this looks suspicious. Where is R2D2, C3PO? Tell me, what did you do to
Like,
him?
no, I think he's just like he has a crossbow and he has a staff because he's that like searching for him. Like, where's my boy? Where is you?
Where is you? I just love I hadn't realized that he has race tab. Like I can now just imagine him being like a coat hanger, like hold this for me, C3PO. And he's just like, what do I do with this? This is not correct protocol.
They're just like running to adventure and they're like, wait, hey, I have all your stuff.
I speak
Don't
3
go
million
with-
languages. I'm not
And I have all
okay.
your stuff. Oh my god.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we can start dissecting this poster like as you were saying, Andy, clockwise. So where do we start with, right?
With Chewbacca, I think. And we can
Okay,
leave right to
Chewbacca.
the end.
Well, Chewbacca is Chewbacca. We already went over this. If it's not broke, don't fix it. He's rocking his looks at age, what, 200? I don't know.
He looks very good for his age.
Yeah, he looks like he's about to kill some bitches, too.
Yeah, like always.
Yeah, and then I mean, what? What's the
Beside?
word for? No, wait, not
Next to?
beside. Next to him, yeah, I think it's Jenna.
Mhm.
And we also already talked about her. I really like that she's involved in this poster.
Yeah.
Like I really hope her part is like a big one, like because she looks really interesting, and I really want to know more about her. And she just looks beautiful, 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 beautiful. I love the cape.
Yeah, I like that these new characters are in this poster.
Yeah,
It's always fun to dissect. Like when the Last Jedi poster came out and we had Rose, it was like, interesting. And yeah.
yeah, and
Also, they have. We can talk about the ships. It's just like resistance ships on one side.
yeah,
Yeah.
I really like the blue one. It looks really interesting because I don't remember ever having seen a blue.
The blue.
What is it? Yeah. So they look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what
I
else
don't
to
know
say
the
about it.
names. I don't know A wings, Y wings. I know
Me
X wings
neither.
because it's like an X.
I mean, yeah, X-wing is an X, and then the TIE fighters are the ones that
look, the bats.
that look like what?
Bats.
Oh yeah, the ones that look like bats, and the
The
Y
TIE
wing.
silencer is like a tie, but with a different shape. That's what I know. I'm sorry. I'm not here for. I'm not in Star Wars for the ships. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me neither. Like if
Yeah.
you are, more power to you, but I don't know crap about ships.
I mean, they're
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
but
they
I don't
are.
know about them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then below it's art. No, I mean not R2D2. It's BB-8 with a little friend,
He has a sidekick
Yeah.
now.
a BB-8 sidekick.
Ah,
Looks
Cute. Yeah, it does look weird. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with that little guy.
he has like
He must be
some.
protected.
He has like some things in his in its head. I don't know, like pointy things. Maybe he's going to just like stab people.
I thought those were antenna.
Yeah, but
I
they
don't
can
know.
serve other purposes. I don't know.
You're
He's
so
like.
right.
I'm sorry. It's just like BB-8's Padawan, and I don't know how much.
Oh,
I don't know how much we're going to see
one.
about him because
Could you just imagine the little guy going like, Master BB-8, they're at the castle. What are we going to do?
and BB-8 just like shocks him dead. Oh my god! No, because we didn't see a whole lot of BB-9E. I don't know if it's going to appear like in this movie, but yeah, we don't see much about droids that are not BB-8 or R2D2 or C3PO.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
do
okay.
like droids. I do like droids, and I'm just down for whatever new droid that they throw my way. I really like droids. Okay, so then next to them it's Sorai. I don't know what
Sorry,
her name
I'm
is.
sorry.
She looks
And
like a
she
Power
looks,
Ranger there.
she
Oh my
does
god.
look like a purple Power Ranger, which was
For
like my
real.
dream in my childhood. And yeah,
Oh
I hope people cosplay as her in Celebration, like a very quick cosplay because she does look cool.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
she's a purple character. I didn't think about it. Yeah, of course you will
yeah.
like her design.
Yeah, purple is my favorite color, guys. So I'm really digging her outfit. Yeah. And then there's gay fashion icon Poe Dameron with rocking the scarf again, looking dramatic at the distance, ready to shoot some bitches. Like I'm such a big fan of Poe Dameron. I love him. He's my boy. And I just hope that like when I see theories flying around of who are going to die, like more realistically, he is the one that you would think would die because he was supposed to die in the Force Awakens.
But
And
I don't
so
want to.
I don't want him to die, but if I had to pick one, then yes, he would be the most sense. He would make the most sense to die,
Mm.
and I don't want to think he will, and I don't think he will. But yeah,
Oh no. I don't know. We've had so many deaths already. Why do you want one more? Leave them alone. Leave my Star Wars characters alone. No, but seriously, I'm watching. I have my The Last Jedi poster in front of me, and I'm
Me too.
seeing the yeah. So I'm comparing it, and and Poe looks so good in that one. But oh my god, this is definitely the poster that most flatters him. He
yeah,
looks so good with the attitude and the scarf and the blaster. Oh my god, yes.
yeah,
I'm all up for seeing more of him in this movie.
yeah.
Like I've loved him. I like his character. I like his character, but I think he's going to have more adventure in the. We want to see more
Desert.
adventures from him.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Okay. So, what's next in the clockwise? Because now it gets a little complicated. Because I don't know if you want to. Well, the stormtroopers are there. They have to be there. Do we want to talk about Kylo
Yes. No,
right
we're
now?
going. We can leave Kylo and Rey to the end because I want to talk about the stormtroopers.
What do you want to say about the stormtroopers?
Okay, so there are white stormtroopers and below them are red stormtroopers, okay?
Yeah.
But I was seeing it and I think someone commented on it that the position that the stormtroopers are in are it's not like in the other posters or in the other media we've seen
Yeah.
and also because we haven't got there yet, but they're in opposite positions of the Knights of Ren, and they're looking to these stormtroopers are looking to the side, and yes, they're like preparing. They have their weapons and everything, but they're not in a formal stormtrooper position, and they don't look as menacing as always. So maybe we've been talking a lot about Finn and his arc, and maybe, yes, maybe these are the stormtroopers that Finn leads. I mean that's like
Oh.
my that is one of my favorite episode 9 theories, and I actually do want it happen. I don't know if it's going to be that Finn actually leads the stormtrooper revolution or whatever, but I think this is kind of a proof that can happen. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but hey, we're reading too much into everything, so
Yeah.
that is my take. What
I
do you
really
think?
I really like that take because I don't know. I didn't think much of the stormtroopers because I just think that if it's a Star Wars poster, you need to put stormtroopers in there just because. So I didn't
Like,
think much of them, but yeah, I think you're right, and I really hope that is the case because I also think the stormtrooper rebellion is the one theory that I really like and I can totally see happening, and I would love that to happen. And I don't know if that is represented in the poster necessarily, but yeah, I kind of see what you're going for.
I think it is. I think it's hinting at something. What do you think, Gracia?
Well, I read another theory. that the red stormtroopers were clones.
Because of the one guy in the front that has
Yeah.
like this cloney helmet.
And Kylo said he wanted to work with clones.
Because
Maybe,
Oh,
and
because
that's a
of
way to
the
tie the saga to
oh my god, yeah.
having clones.
But how would they find clones? Like
I don't
they
know.
stopped making them. Or I
they
don't
make
know.
new ones. He's supreme leader. He can do whatever he wants.
They
He
new
knows
make
stuff.
new ones. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You say it because of the line that he said in Force Awakens, or why?
Yes, the line.
Okay. What was the line?
He wanted to
He was
work.
I think he was just ranting to Hux about how the
Uh-huh.
stormtroopers were
Like
Not
didn't
well
do their
behaved.
job.
they didn't do well at
Mm.
their jobs, and they're like maybe a clone army would be more reliable or something like that. But it was more kind of like a throwaway line, like
Yeah.
just to reference the oh yeah, this exists in the same universe. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I wouldn't discard that theory because I would really love that to happen, and there are so many of them. Like they really make a point in this poster that there are plenty of these red stormtroopers. So I don't think it's far fetched. It would be
Okay.
really interesting.
Okay, yeah, and what do we think about the red stormtroopers? Because I just like love seeing different colors of the stormtroopers. I remember when Rogue One it came out, like the trailers for Rogue One came out, and I was like so stuck because there were different kinds of stormtroopers, and
Yeah.
well, not storm like troopers. I just like seeing lots of troopers, and Phasma was just like
Oh yes.
amazing. And Pi, the Commander Pi from Resistance was also I got very intrigued because I just want more colors. And
Yeah.
at first, when I first saw this poster and I just glanced at it, I thought they were Praetorian guards, but no, they're no
Maybe they're Kylo's like
guard.
stand-ins for Praetorian guards. They're not Praetorian guards, but I don't know if
Okay.
they're clones or whatever. Maybe they're the ones um, providing the security. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really love that they're red,
Yeah.
and I have nothing else to say about them. I don't know. We don't know crap about them. They're just there.
They just
Yeah,
like the guy in the front is
but
like the
also like
commander or something because he has a different helmet.
yeah, because if you look at it, they're not like in a fighting position. They're just standing there like with their arms to the side. They don't have any weapons. So I
Mm.
don't know. I don't know what's happening. Maybe they're not even red. Maybe they. I think they. Oh, I
What?
think I'm seeing it. I
What?
think they're not. I don't know, because if you look at it, it's like a little color grading at the bottom, and they start looking kind of white. So
Mm.
maybe they're red because of Kylo's lightsaber, which is
No,
on
they're
the very top
definitely
of them.
red. They're definitely
Okay,
red.
okay, okay. All right, I'll give you that. Um, but
Like
yeah,
the last one, the tiniest one is red. It's still red.
okay. So, well, yeah. Well, my point still stands that none of them are carrying any weapons. So that's something interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
So moving on to the next part of the poster, we already kind of talked about them, but it's the Knights of Ren finally making a comeback, like the Jonas Brothers.
Your favorite boy band returns. Here it is.
Yeah, with their greatest hits. No, but I don't know. I think they look really cool. Just the the fact that they're there, it really gives me hopes that they will play a big part. So yeah, my boys or girls, I don't know,
My people.
my people.
My guys. Yeah.
So do you have anything to say about the Knights of Ren? Do you think they're there just for fan service, or do you think they're actually there to play a purpose?
Grecia?
Well, I was thinking about the remember that sequence in The Force Awakens with Rey and the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knights of Ren?
Yes. Talk about that.
Well, yeah. I think that's the future, and that is
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that. I don't know what you guys think.
I mean, I don't know, because in Rey's vision, Kylo's helmet is complete and it's not broken. Like, if it were the future, you would see Kylo's helmet cracked and taped back together with red glue. Um, so maybe that would be a little like plot hole, or not completely accurate. But I wouldn't discard it. But I don't know.
But remember, you can always like alter the editions and add that in post, and just
I thought
destroy all of the copies of the Force
I thought you
Awakens.
were, I thought you were gonna say I thought you were gonna say always in motion the future is.
It's what
Always
always
in
in
motion
motion.
the future is.
Okay. No, for me, the Knights of Ren, of course, it was in my list of priorities. I actually did have them there because I wanted. If you're going to introduce a concept, just like you said, right? It's like Chekhov's gun, whatever. But at this point, I was just like, if they don't appear, I think it's okay. Just basically because a lot of the complaints that people made was, oh, but why didn't Ryan just use the Knights of Ren, blah blah blah. So it may be more confrontational and almost like saying, I don't care about the Knights of Ren. But in the moment I saw them in this poster, I was just almost like crying, like, yes, please, you delivered. I want to see you again. Because yeah, it's like people were saying, if you want like a force to combat with the good guys, um and Kylo, it's going to crack at some point and it's going to redeem himself, please. Uh, you already introduced these guys. Well, introduced in quotes in the first movie, so it makes sense to them to come back, and they have a history with Kylo. And I don't know, like the designs for me, they look so good, and they remind me a lot of like all Knights of the Republic and all that sort of other Star Warsy stuff that
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessary to reintroduce because it's just like another completely different timeline. But it's nice. It's just like it feels bigger. It makes the already huge Star Wars universe feel bigger. And yeah, because it's not like, oh, I just it's not like Ben just said, oh, I want this cool helmet because it's cool and it looks like my grandfather's, but also because it's part of something more. And I'm all for world building and finding other stuff about this universe. So I'm really interested, and I want to see how they fight, and I want to see their relationship with Kylo. If they're going to be like just another guards for him, or actually just like be an army and a force to reckon with. I don't know. It's I'm really getting excited for these guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I just hope they deliver on all of that.
Yeah. But oh my God, we've seen the poster and we've seen all the people that are joining this movie, like all of these actors. How much screen time will they get?
Yeah, that's the thing, because you have the main plot points that you need to follow, which is the Rey, Kylo, Poe, Finn, resistance against First Order plot.
Yeah.
And then on the sides, you're throwing Jenna and Sori and BB-8's Padawan and C3PO with the weapons and the Knights of Ren and the clone army.
Yeah.
And it's convoluted, and I don't know how much screen time all of those things are gonna get. But I just hope in the end it will come together to help the main story, and that's all that I really want. Because in the end, you always have complementary material like TV shows and comics and books that you can always know more about the Knights of Ren there. But I do hope that we get to at least see them in action, because that's one thing you cannot get from comic books and books, that you want to see them in a very huge cinematography way. I don't know. And even if they don't play a big part, I do want to see them fighting and just at least being there, because if we want to get to know them, we can read the books and we can do whatever else. And yeah, that's it. But I do hope that they at least share some scenes with Kylo and talk to him, or he talks to them. I don't know.
Yeah, but I think like a lot of these characters, like we said at the beginning, I think they're not going to get a lot of screen time. Like I said, BB-8's Padawan, I think we're going to see them in like, I don't know, 2 minutes tops of the entire length of the movie, like BB-9E maybe. And the other characters, like you said, or we already have the main plot that is Rey and Kylo. I think The Last Jedi worked so well because it was so tight. Everything was so tight, and
Yeah.
because we followed that, like,
Yeah.
and mostly only that. Well, you had the other plots, but that was the main one. I don't know. I know this. I don't know how many will be here because you already have the Finn and Poe adventure and all that sort of stuff.
The Finn and Poe adventure sounds like a TV show or like a
in the
ride,
morning, Saturday
like
morning.
a ride at Galaxy's Edge.
Oh my god, the Finn and Poe adventure is like a little
Like a
kiosk
stunt show.
on Galaxy. Oh my
Like,
god, yeah.
it would be like a stunt show. Like
They're going to remove the Indiana Jones stunt show and they're going to put the fun
Finn and Poe
the Finn and Poe
adventure.
adventure.
You
I'm
get
all for that.
like come join the show, kids, and you'll get a Poe Dameron scarf as
Oh,
a present.
yes, please. I actually love his scarf. I will wear
Yeah, me too.
that. Okay, so Millennium Falcon.
Millennium Falcon. Okay, it's there. um,
Well.
there and no, I do like that. Somebody pointed this out that the light that's coming out of it from behind starts being red and then
Yes.
gradually
Blue.
turns into blue, which is like screams redemption.
Hmm. I mean, it's also because of the light on the poster, but it has a meaning.
No, yeah, if the stormtroopers looking to the right have a meaning, then yes, the light of the Millennium Falcon has a meaning too, and
Yeah.
I will stand by this until proven otherwise. But yeah, again, it's one of those things that you need to have in the Star Wars posters because it's iconography, it's people, it's the branding and whatever.
Do you know
And
what?
yeah.
The Last Jedi poster, like the main one, it doesn't feature the Millennium Falcon.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like if you see promotional material, it's the Millennium
It's
Falcon is
there.
almost always there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gracia?
So
I love that is like across Rey and Kylo. Like it doesn't scream Reylo emendation like that.
I know,
Like
right?
they both are going to sit in the Millennium Falcon. Like Kyle is going, Ben is going to be the pilot, and Ray is going
Yes.
to be the co-pilot, and they're going to freak out. And oh my god, yes.
Yes, please let Ben pilot the Millennium Falcon. That's all I want.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Can you imagine if I don't know? I don't think they're going to. If that's going to happen, they will never put it on the trailer, right? Because they just want to
No,
see that image now.
they wouldn't.
I don't think I don't know. It's speculation for the trailer. I don't think we're going to get a lot. Like the end game trailers, they're saying it's only the first 15 minutes of the movie. I would like that to happen with this movie as well.
I don't think they're gonna do that because they
No.
need to show the big battle at
Mm.
least in some way. So I don't think they would do something like that. But I do think that I mean this is trailer speculation, but they will try to show Kylo as being bad again,
Yes.
like
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
full
they
bad.
definitely
Like no, there's no guys, there's no way this man is gonna be redeemed. Like no way. Look at him, he's evil, and then you're gonna go to the
Look
movies
at
and
his
realize,
evil helmet.
yeah. Look at his evil helmet with his
He's crying
evil
behind that
glue.
mask. Please.
Yeah, he's crying all the time. He's wearing the mask to hide the tears.
It's going to like I think the mask is going to break because he's just going to the glue is going to disappear because of all the humidity because of his crying.
And it's gonna fall apart. The mask.
Oh
I love this. Okay, so before we jump into Rey and Kylo, right below Rey, there's Finn, looking hot.
Oh,
As
he's
always.
looking so hot. Oh my god. I'm dying.
He
Why?
looks amazing.
C3PO looking like an assassin, and then
What?
a little alien behind him.
It's Richard D. Grant, don't you know? No, I don't know.
Oh,
It's Matt Smith.
I'm just really, I'm kind of confused because he's an alien. We haven't never seen this guy before. We don't know what the fuck he's gonna do, but
I don't
he
think we've
has,
even seen his face.
but he's like at the top of the poster, like right below Rey. Like you cannot miss this guy.
Why
And like,
is this guy on the poster and not Rose?
what exactly? That I
Like-
was gonna ask you guys at the end, like, what are some things that are missing from this poster? And like, Rose is my number one thing. So like, why is Rose not here next to Finn, and instead we have this little alien guy that looks like me when I don't go to the gym?
Meow.
And yeah, I'm kind of perplexed about him, but I don't know. You have to put something in there for the kids, I guess. I don't know.
It's a Jar Jar. Oh my god.
Oh, that's Jar Jar's
Oh my
like
God.
offspring with Jabba the Hutt.
Oh my god. I'm crying.
Oh no! Oh no! Like you just know that there are fanfics out there of Jar Jar Binks with Jabba the Hutt, and I don't know if I want to look
What?
into that. Like,
I'm going
just
to hang up. I'm going to hang up. I'm out.
I'm just saying the facts. I'm not saying I read them or that I write them. I'm just saying there must be something out there.
Oh my god.
And this is like yeah, I don't
Okay.
know. Anyway,
Leave
Finn,
it there,
guys.
please.
Finn.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Finn,
talk
what do
about
you think?
Finn, please.
What do you think about Finn?
Risha?
His hair looks amazing. That's all I can
Yep.
say.
So cool.
It looks so cool. I don't know. You
His
can
hair
tell.
looks cool.
You can
Case
tell
closed.
something from this. Like,
I
I
don't know.
think he's owning it. He's owning his resistance persona. He's
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's
He looks
living
like he's in a good place.
living his best life,
Yes,
definitely.
like he should. He deserves it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Like I think about this movie in the Last Jedi, he was already an inspiration for Rose. Imagine, I think like he's going to
oh,
be like the hero, and everyone is going to remember him or something. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going to believe his best moment.
Yeah, because he's gonna it will complete his arc, like coming literally from the bottom, being like an orphan,
A
taken
janitor stormtrooper.
what?
yeah, janitor.
A janitor. All right. Like, yeah, like being an orphan, being taken by the First Order, being like a janitor for the First Order, and then just being basically forced into this adventure, into this war by chance, because he just happens to meet Rey, and he commits to this, like, in the first he is just over, like, his only motivation is Rey, because she's the only person that's ever been kind to him.
Yes.
But in The Last Jedi, he finds a bigger reason to be, and then finally in 9 we are going to see the fruits of that, and who he is, uh, besides he's being Rey's friend,
Yeah.
like who Finn actually is, and what he wants, and what he stands for, basically.
I'm
And
so
I'm really
excited for
excited.
his arc.
Me too. I hope they do him justice.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. And then C3PO living his best life as well.
I don't know if he's like a badass or just like a coat hanger, but either way,
Yeah.
he looks cool.
You can place your bets. Badass or coat hanger. We will
Ah, yes, the
we
two
will
genders.
find out. The two genders. I do hope I would love if we saw that scene in the trailer, like not the scene, but at least like him running around with
Like
a crossbow.
a shot.
Yeah, like after the trailer ends and the dramatic music fades, you just get like an after scene of him just trying the crossbow. That would be awesome. Yeah.
Oh,
And yeah, let's move on to the main show, shall we? It's
Woohoo,
Rey
Reylo Alliance.
ooh,
and Kylo. It's Reylo.
ooh.
I have never heard that word before.
Reylo in Reylo Alliance.
Reylo?
What's the
Man,
deal
I
with
don't know.
Reylo?
So yeah, what do you guys think? I already kind of gave my impression of the poster, so I want to hear you guys' thoughts on them and whatever. Yeah.
Gracias.
I find interesting that the lightsabers are like parallel, like they're holding in the same. I love
Yep.
that.
Yep.
And Kylo's mask, like with red. Like,
Yep.
what kind of blue is that?
I don't know.
It's like
But
his tears made with, I don't know, the blood he's shedding because he misses Rey so much.
yeah,
No, like I think it's supposed to be like, you know, that Chinese thing where they glue the things that break with
Oh my god.
red.
oh,
No, with gold. So like
oh
when
wow,
you use them again, like their philosophy is that things can be fixed, you know. So and that every crack and every time they break, it just becomes part of the history of the thing. So
Oh,
they
wow.
instead of throwing away things, they glue them back together with gold. So when you use them again, you will see the crack and realize like, oh, this thing I'm using has gone through something, but it's still here. And I think it's something like that. I don't know if I'm reading too much into it, but that's what it reminds me of. Like because he makes absolutely no attempt at hiding the red. It's like he's proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Oh,
But
he
that
doesn't know. He doesn't know how to.
like if you look at his lightsaber, you know that this man is not good at with building things, I guess,
And fixing stuff.
and fixing
fixing.
Oh,
things.
like Rey.
But Rey's,
Oh right. Oh man, this ship keeps on giving. Um. So yeah. I think I interrupted something. Andy, you were saying something.
I think Gracia would say something.
no, I just love like they really trying to keep themselves together, but they are not okay. They are
Yeah.
hurting, and I love
Yeah.
that. Give me that.
They're making it. They're trying to look like as if nothing happened.
Yes.
No, yeah, definitely.
My
And I just
my
love
kids.
I love that the lightsaber is just taped back together.
I
Yes.
Like it has this thick brown
Tape.
like tape that is where the crack is supposed to be. And I can just imagine like Ray the scavenger just like, what do I do with this? And just throwing tape over it. Like, okay, good enough. And it works.
No, I
So
think it. I think you know how it just blew up. I think it took some experience and skill to make it work, but it was so broken that she just had to, I don't know, put tape on it
yep.
on top
And
of
I don't
everything.
blame her. Like tape usually fixes things, and especially space tape. I think it would be more
Space tape.
efficient. So yeah, but I
Yeah.
just love how they make absolutely no attempt at hiding that
Mm.
their things are broken, and they just kind of half-ass fixed it and put them back together. And yeah, so like that's another parallel between them, like because you know
Mhm.
these things that they broke, they have emotional meaning to them. So by fixing them, it's not just fixing like anything, it's actually fixing a part of themselves. And for Rey, she's trying to fix the Skywalker legacy, I think.
Yeah.
And for Kylo, fixing the mask, it just shows that he's trying to hide again. Like he already broke it, but he feels weak without it. He feels
Yes.
like, what's the word? Um, I totally missed the word right now. Vulnerable. He feels vulnerable without the mask, and so he just whatever. Let's just put this thing back together and throw it on, and that's what this looks like.
Yes. No, yeah, definitely. Because I think how much time did he spend without the mask? It was just like 2 3 days, and
We
to
don't know.
establish his position with as the supreme leader, yeah, it makes sense. He's
Yeah.
going to. He's like an expert on keeping stuff for himself. He's just trying to look as menacing as possible, even though he's just like a scared child. It makes
Child
a
in
lot
a
of
mask.
sense. A child in a mask. No, actually, when I saw this poster after C3PO, I was like, oh yeah, the rumors of Kylo with the mask were true, blah. But then like I didn't notice that until Grecia told us that it was just glue backed, and I was like, oh okay, like this means something. Like
Yeah.
these two guys are just trying to. It's not just like a throwback to the first movie, and like people are saying that JJ is bringing everything back because that's how it is. No, it has a meaning, and I want to say something about Rey. I don't. We see more of her outfit in the other image, but is she? Is like the fabric, or is she like wearing a hood or something on the
Yeah,
back? Did you see it?
I'm noticing this too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I will.
I think she is wearing a hood. I don't know. It does
It
look like
looks like
something
it.
is it does look like something's hanging from her back,
Yeah.
but I don't know what
I don't
it
know. It's the
is. It
fabric.
does look like a hood. It does look like maybe it's just a fabric that's a little like
Um,
flowy,
loose. Oh.
loose, but it could be a hood. I would love if it were a hood.
It will look so good.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
like Anakin vibes, but in white. That would be really
But
cool.
Katniss vibes.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and I was gonna say something else about Rey. Oh, that her buns. She is going back to the buns, but they look tighter now. Like in Force Awakens, the buns looked like made by a child. You know, like they just
Fluffy.
yeah, and now they look like well done, well rounded, and they just look really round and solid. I don't know how to explain it. And yeah, I think it does mean something that she is regressing back to the buns when she kind of already had moved on from that. But the fact that it's not the same buns and that the buns look, to put it this way, more mature, I think,
Uh-huh.
like more like a woman's buns. I don't know.
A grown woman's buns.
Oh,
Oh yes.
That's going to be my
Oh my god, I just put myself in a corner. Anyway, I just wanted to say that I didn't like the idea of her going back to the buns, but
Yeah.
they look very pretty, and yeah.
I
And yeah,
hope that she is going to have her hair loose at some point, but
I
like
hope so.
loose.
I do hope so.
At the end, when it's the epilogue and they show the Reylo kids
oh,
Oh
pregnant.
my god. No, with flowers. With flowers in
Oh,
her hair like
my
Padme. Like,
goodness.
oh yes.
Ah, I'm going to cry.
I'm here for this. Another thing that I wanted to point out about Kylo
Mm-hmm.
is the position, his position, the
Okay.
way he's holding the lightsaber. Because I saw like a tweet of someone saying that, oh, it looks like it's piercing his heart,
Uh,
but my interpretation was it looks like he's giving up his lightsaber, like he's handing it to some handing it to someone,
okay.
and or like he's protecting someone, and that's what it looks like to me, and that looks very interesting because he does not look like the Kylo Ren, the menacing Kylo Ren, the Kylo Ren that's ready to snap at you and cut you with his lightsaber.
Uh-huh.
It does look like more like he's a protective Kylo Ren, like he's defensive about something. And I think it's like the pose that they chose for him, it's really interesting. And
Yes,
that's
definitely.
yeah, that's it.
No, definitely. It's one of the, if not the most noticeable, it's one of the most important things in this poster for me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And just the fact that he's perfectly lined up with Rey, like
Mm,
they lined up, like you cannot, because if you look at the Force Awakens poster that I was talking about earlier, maybe you can miss that their staff and the lightsaber are parallels because it's just the way that they're put in the poster and whatever. But you
yeah.
cannot miss the very obvious and very how do you say, I forgot, but this is obvious and this is meant to be this way, you know,
Yeah.
like
Definitely.
they made a point of this, you know, like Let's put them at the center, and they are aligned, and the lightsaber are parallels, and yeah. So you cannot tell me that the sequel trilogy is not about Reylo, because look at this poster, guys.
I know, two halves of our same protagonist.
Exactly, he does not look like a villain. He looks like another protagonist.
Yes,
Like
because he
literally half the poster is him and half the poster is Rey.
Yes.
And half it's light and half is dark, and she's wearing white and he's wearing black, and
can you imagine at the end that Kylo is wearing like light colors and Rey is wearing dark colors or something?
oh, that would be really interesting.
Or they just end up in gray, like both of them. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just know that I want it to be April 12th, just so I can look at the trailer.
Oh yes. Well,
And
it's like in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not ready for that.
I don't know. I can say something about. Okay, this poster. It looks official, but it does not look like the theatrical poster. It doesn't look like no. This looks like something you will buy on Walmart, or it's going to be like you're going to buy your episode 9 magazine, and you're going to have a lot of different posters, and like you can put on your window. But this is not the official one. This is not the one that you're going to see everywhere.
No, but this is not the one that you're gonna see at the billboards and at the cinema. Like, because first of all, it does not have the title, so you will think that
But I think they're going to add it later. But but it has a lot of stuff, and it has a lot of things that people were saying, oh, it's fake. It has a lot of elements for it to be fake. Maybe the position or some things, maybe may look a little fan made, or maybe I don't know. People were skeptical because I don't know, skeptical because of the Knights of Ren or the Red Stormtroopers or something. But they have this is like other positions, like the characters like Jana and Sori. They're not in other positions of their bodies different from the other image. So it's obvious that it's not fan made. Fans don't have, and also C3, like the thing that sold it to me as official was C3PO, because who in the world what's going to think that? Sorry, this is still the most important thing on the poster for me.
Yes, it is.
Also, it has like this. Also, what made it look kind of fan matey? It's the background. It's just like the First Order Star Destroyers walls, and that's it. But yeah, definitely official, not the official one.
I mean,
for me it was official because I've been following the leaks. So when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, it confirmed some leaks. That was what made it to me.
You and the leaks, I don't know. I'm just.
And they're real.
I'm really afraid of the leaks, so please don't tell me anything.
No, I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay,
we have the deal.
I don't want to know. Okay, so I mean, I was gonna say you would think that inside the marketing team they don't just come up with one poster and that's it. They try to come up with different variations and different propositions for the final poster. So maybe this is not like an official one, but this is one that they made inside Lucasfilm and Disney, and trying to achieve the final poster. So maybe this is not it, but this is definitely
one of the versions.
Like the people making them, and one of the versions, like they were trying to see if it worked and whatever. And maybe this is not one that was ever supposed to come out, or maybe just, I don't know, for the DVD cover. I don't know.
Yeah.
And so I don't like. I agree. This is not the theatrical poster, but this is a poster, and it's official. I mean, not official, but it is leaked from Disney. Like, this is made by the Disney marketing team, and so we do get to know some things about Episode 9 from this. And for me, I think the one that sold it to me, sorry, by being like something kind of official, is Kylo's mask, because I had read that some leaks out there that were saying that he was going to put the helmet back together with Red. And when I saw it, I thought that okay, so they were right, and it does look like what I would imagine it would look like. And yeah,
I like how you guys are just like you read leaks and then you saw the poster and it's like the mad lady meme. Like everything is, it's aligning with everything I read.
I mean, I didn't read the leaks, but I just happened to be on Twitter a lot, and people were tweeting about it, and I was like, "Oh, so this is a thing."
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, final thoughts before we wrap up.
Where's Rose?
Where
Rose?
is Rose? JJ.
Yeah.
Where do you have her? What have you done to her?
I hope. I mean, it's one poster. Maybe this is going to appear in the rest of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
For me, for once, I'm really excited. Not only for the whole movie, but I want to see the other posters because I am really a fan of the Last Jedi one. That it was just Rey and the faces of Kylo and Luke.
Oh yeah.
And
the best.
that's still like my second favorite poster after the original A New Hope one. That is just like so 70s. Like the classical one with Luke and the lightsaber and just Leia all sexy beside him.
I don't like that poster because of Leia. I think like
That's
that's
the only
false
thing.
advertising, and like Leia deserves better than that. And I don't know.
But I like the concept of the.
Anyway, yeah. Continue.
I want one like that with this movie because I don't think we got one with Force Awakens. This is like the commercial marketing things. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. For me, I think I'm really excited. Like this poster, like hits a lot of points that I kind of wanted to see with Rey and Kylo and the Knights of Ren and C3PO, of course. Like that's the one thing that I never knew I needed, but now that I have it, I want more.
Yeah.
And Postcarf and Jana looks amazing. Story looks amazing. I hope we get some kind of a scene with Rey and Jana and Sori and Rose like interacting with each other. I would love if there was like a scene, that was just women like doing something. Like you wouldn't even realize after you watched it that that scene was just women. Like that would be really cool to see.
And Connex. I want to see more of Connex.
Oh, where is Connex?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, so yeah, I'm just really excited for the trailer. I can't wait for the next posters. This poster looks amazing. I put it as my phone background.
Aww.
And
you changed your phone background?
Yes.
Guys, Gina never changes her phone background.
I don't. Like until very recently. Like well, it's a long story. I'm not gonna get into that, but I don't usually change my backgrounds because when I change it, it's because it's something that I really, really like, and I like to look at it. And for sometimes I just can't find anything that tops it. And that's the same thing with my profile pictures because once I put it, it's like, oh, I look good in this picture. I don't want to change it. I don't have any other picture that looks as good as this one, so I don't change it. And that's my philosophy for that. And anyway, I put it as my phone background and I like to stare at it and it just really looks so cool and I can't wait. I'm really excited and I think just to wrap it up, I think we can like after seeing this poster, I'm kind of more convinced that Reylo is the thing that's gonna happen or it's gonna be addressed.
Right.
You cannot just have them as the main like the piece of resistance of your poster and then just not giving them some kind of closure of their relationship. And yeah, I'm really, really excited. Also, do you think Leia is gonna be at in some poster at some point?
Yes, definitely.
Yes, I think.
Okay, because like you think if she is going to be part of the movie, then they would like to advertise it.
Yeah, of course.
It also depends. I think if she's nowhere in the posters by the end of the marketing campaign, I think it will be safe to say that she does not play a big role. That is just kind of a scene or two. But if she is in the posters, maybe she will play a bigger role. And that's my take on that.
No, you're right.
Yeah. So I think that's it. Any other thoughts, guys?
I'm so excited.
Yep.
Our next podcast is probably gonna be the trailer reaction.
Yes.
Yes, can't wait. And Andy and I are gonna see each other on the 13th, so maybe we can record it together.
Yes, it's
Awesome.
going to be cool.
It will be like the good old days.
Oh.
And yeah, so before we go, we have some recommendations as always. First, I'm gonna do the fanfic recommendation. I have not been able to read it, but I know that Sad Boy Kylo already is in like chapter 3 or 4 of the second part of Olive and an Arrow, which is, I don't know if I've ever promoted Olive and an Arrow, but it's a really cool AU where Rey is the daughter of the United States of America's president, and Ben is her bodyguard, and it's a really fun, really cool, really interesting AU, and you definitely should check it out. And after you check it out, there's a part 2 of that story. I don't remember the name. It's an eagle and something. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name because I haven't read it, but I know it's there. So like Jessica Sadboy Kylo is a really good writer, and I think I really like her interpretation of Ben and Rey. So yeah, definitely check it out. And Andy, you have some recommendations?
Yeah. Um, well, first of all, apart from the fanfic, I don't know that you recommended. I was when you were saying when you were telling about this fanfiction. I remember the newest Jenny Nicholson video that I don't know if you guys have seen it.
No.
Okay, so there is a book called Black Moon Rising, which is basically a published Reylo novel. Like it's Reylo fan fiction, but it's a novel and it's published. And the name of the author is Frankie Rose, and yeah, it has a lot of elements that is definitely you should check it out, or maybe just like check Jenny's video, because that video is almost 2 hours long, but it deserves it. I mean, it's worth it.
But
Just-
what is the book about?
It's about a space civilization, about a girl from a desert planet that has a connection with a wizard
yeah, I
from the bad
remember.
from a bad place from the bad wizards of the Space Federation or evil or something, and they fall in love.
Okay.
And they end up like being together and so in love and all that sort of stuff. But just yeah, if you can check Jamie's video out, and if not, maybe you can, I don't know, support the author and buy it. It's on Amazon.
Awesome.
But okay, yeah. But going to the song recommendation, my recommendation for today is Moondust by James Young. It's James, but JAYMES.
Okay.
And he has a lot of good stuff. He has a lot of good songs, and they all remind me of Reylo. Yeah, and yeah, you should check it out. Like the lyrics is, "I'm building this house on the moon like a lost astronaut," and another part of the lyrics is, "The brightness of the sun will give me just enough to bury my love in the moon dust," which is like space, bury my love. Yes, Reylo.
So, do you guys have anything else you want to add, Grecia?
I love the poster, and I really can't wait to see more images of Rey and Kylo. I hope they have something new for us in celebration.
Yes.
I want a poster that is just Rey and Kylo.
Ooh,
Oof.
that would be like on my
Yes.
walls. Yep.
I will make like wallpaper of it, and it was just going to be in every single part of my walls. It wouldn't be just like one poster.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, that is my final thought.
Awesome. And for me, I just can't wait for the trailer. The poster looks so good. I'm loving all the vibes I'm getting from it. And this is going to be an awesome movie, I can just tell. And that's it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. So before we sign off, remember that you can tweet at us at Reylo Alliance, and also you can send us an email at reyloalliance@gmail.com. We love to hear from you guys, and you can send us song recommendations, fanfic recommendations. You can send us your own opinions, ideas for other episodes. And we're really sorry that we don't have the time to do this more like weekly or something like that. What we do what we can, and we we will try to like get more episodes out there, of course. And what else? I was gonna say. Oh, well, just follow us at wherever you want to follow us, and you can listen to us wherever you get your podcast. You can follow me, Gina, at Gina Guemes, which is at GIINAGUEMES on Twitter. And Grecia?
At Ray Roses on Twitter. You can follow me there.
And you can follow me on Tumblr at the URL Princess of Batu with 2 U's, like the land of Galaxy's Edge, at tumblr.com.
Can we just talk about how, like, well, Andi and I have plans on going to Galaxy's Edge this year, and we are really, really excited about that. We have seen like the things that have come out, and they look really cool. And it's really sad that we are not getting Rise of the Resistance or whatever the name is on the first day, but yeah,
we're going to get it.
We will, like, by the time Andi and I go, it will probably be there. So it's not that big of a deal for us. So yeah, we are just really excited to go there because we are planning to go around the dates of episode 9. So it's just gonna be a very Star Wars-y week for us, I think. And yeah, that's everything. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for listening.
Bye, guys.
And we will be back for another episode sometime in the future, hopefully with Fer. Bye, guys. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.